Well, I am the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading when the price is going up or down. So over on Bitcoin dominance for the daily, it does look like we are pushing up, even though it shows we are negative. Not sure what's up with the trading view there, but money flow is pushing up. VWAP does have a bullish trend. Watch for that bullish trend to break. We need that to break if we're going to continue down. We want this to continue down if we're going to have an altcoin season to push altcoins ahead of Bitcoin. Now, over on total for the daily, we were going to cover this bearish engulfing candle possibility. We were going to say, watch out for any further drops. We did get a short drop, but we did not confirm that bearish engulfing candle, as we are attempting to push forward. And we do have a potential long lower shadow. So if followed by a strong green candle, we could try to break that 936 and see a slightly higher low to continue for higher highs and attempt to push up. Momentum does want to push forward. VWAP is pulling back and money flow is weakening though, so I would watch very close. Over on the 1 hour, we do have a higher low compared to here and here, but we have a lower low compared to here and here and lower highs. So I would just exercise caution. If we round away where we are right now, then it's likely we will retest the 749. That VWAP is holding bullish though, so if that can maintain, momentum will continue to bring money flow up, and if that money flow pushes into the green over the next few hours, we could start to strengthen those higher time frames and see our altcoins run up. Over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, we did get our breakout from our pattern, so we did get more than we were expecting, and that was positive. But we did see a bit of a retracement overall today. We did try to reject. We did have a gap we tried to fill. We did not fill that gap, so we may end up coming back down and filling that gap yet. I would watch that very close. Our stochastic does want to push up. VWAP is trying to gain strength, but it's flat, so keep an eye on that VWAP. It needs to push forward if we're going to continue up here. Over on the 1 hour, we did fill our gap. So unlike the daily, we did fill our gap here. As positive, that does help us try to push forward. This could be a higher low, and then we could have higher highs. So this could try to form a bullish continuation. Again, just watch. If we do end up dropping down and filling that gap again, that could start to kick off a bearish trend. But if we do see this become a bullish continuation and we continue getting higher highs and higher lows, then we can continue forward. We need to break that value area high over the next few hours in order for that to happen. We do have a long upper shadow candle, so watch that closely. If followed by a strong red candle, then we could roll away. That VWAP is starting to come down, momentum is pushing up, and money flow does want to break into the green. As long as that VWAP can maintain in the bullish territory, then we could push forward. But if that VWAP does make a break, I would watch for it to start to favor bearish like it did here. If it does, then it's likely we would continue lower. ETH, I'd say my prediction is it's a stable coin, so it's not really going to move a whole lot. Now, graph we can look at. That's why I really don't trade ETH. It's been the same price for like 4 years now. But over on Bitcoin for the daily, we do have a potential long lower shadow here as well. Again, watch for a strong green candle. If we get a strong green candle, then we could make a bounce forward. So Stochastic does want to push up. VWAP does have bullish strength. Momentum is pushing forward, but starting to curl. So just keep an eye on that. If that VWAP continues lower, momentum will weaken that money flow. Over on the 1 hour, we do have a potential lower low with a potential lower high, so we could be making a bearish trend here. But if we don't see that VWAP break bearish, then we could try to create a bullish trend going the opposite way, kind of like we said on futures. So watch very close. We need to break that 93K if we're going to make any kind of higher high to create any kind of bullish pattern. And momentum is bullish, VWAP is in the bullish territory, and money flow has been green for quite a while. So if that VWAP can sustain this bullish push, we may start to strengthen those higher time frames and continue forward. Over on graph for you, we did push down about half of our breakdown. I would say this pattern could be played out, as the total does look like it could make a bounce, and if total is going to make a bounce, usually graph would follow. I wouldn't really think it's too likely to see 2 red days in a row. If total pushes up, I wouldn't see graph pushing down against it again. But Stochastic does want to push up. RSI is trying to push forward. VWAP does have a break into, so I would watch. Momentum is dropping with a red dot, and that money flow is in the bearish territory, so I would watch that VWAP. Over on the 1 hour, a VWAP does have a higher high, so if it can sustain above this neutral, we may see a break forward and break that 1157. However, if we do not see a break of that 1157 and see total continue forward over the next couple hours, then I would still watch for that 7-cent push down. So I'm not going to say this pattern's completely played out, but we may have gotten our best DCA opportunity right around this 10.9 cent area. That 7-cent area could be next, but it's not looking very likely with the bullish trend. So keep an eye on that VWAP. If it continues to push bullishly, we're likely going to break that 11.057 and then continue toward the 4.316. Now we can look at Ethereum real quick for you, Abolisher, but like I said, I'm not going to really expect much price action, because if we hop over to the weekly and zoom out, if you take from here, February 24 to current of 25, we've pretty much been in the same range for a year. So it's a stable coin in my opinion, because the rest of the market has pushed up well above this. Now, over on the daily though, getting into real TA, we do have a technical lower low. We do have a bearish continuation going, so I would watch this bearish continuation. It may be played out at this point, but again, I would just keep an eye on the lower time frames. At VWAP is starting to round off. It does have a lower high, so watch for a lower low. If we see a lower low with that VWAP, momentum will remain bearish and we will continue lower. So watch the 1 hour here. If we look over at the 1 hour, we do have lower lows. We do have a higher high though, so we don't have quite a bearish continuation going on here. I would watch this VWAP very close. Now, VWAP is in a bullish trend with higher highs, so if we can get higher lows and stay above that neutral, momentum and money flow could push up and we could continue forward. I would watch for a break of that 24.11. Then if we can break that, our next consolidation zone would be around that 26.73, but that's a very heavy consolidation zone if you look at the 1 hour. If we look over at the daily, we do have some other zones. So we have this 2720, and then we would have, I'd say, somewhere around this 2180. Those would be the next two major resistances. As far as support, I would watch for a drop down to around 2033 if we are not able to continue bullish momentum. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. Hit the like and subscribe and join us in that Discord.